Today, we're going to talk about something that's been bothering me, and probably a lot of you too, and that's the price increases we've seen recently from both Xbox and Nintendo. Now, these changes rolled out about 2 weeks ago. Xbox bumped up the price on basically everything, and Nintendo? They decided their upcoming Switch 2 accessories needed to cost more too. And what was the reason given for all this? Tariffs. That was the magic word. That was the fallback. That was the excuse. And hey, I get it. Tariffs can absolutely impact manufacturing costs. But here's the thing. Tariffs aren't set in stone. They change, constantly. Today's tariff isn't tomorrow's. So let's break this down and ask the simple question. If you raised prices because of tariffs, and those tariffs are now being paused or renegotiated, why aren't we seeing prices come back down? Let's start with Xbox. Microsoft made it clear that they were raising the prices of their systems due to increased manufacturing costs driven by tariffs. The Series S jumped to nearly $400, which, let's be honest, kills the entire value proposition of that system. The Series X now sits at $600, and the new Galaxy Black 2TB digital-only version? $730 for a digital console. We also saw price hikes on accessories, controllers, and other hardware. Microsoft's statement basically said, hey, we had to do this because we manufacture in China, and tariffs plus rising development costs made it unavoidable. Okay, fair enough. But then yesterday, we learned that these tariffs have been suspended, not increased, not maintained, suspended. So by that same logic, if the tariffs were the main reason you raised prices, then shouldn't that mean lower prices are coming now that those tariffs are on pause? I mean, Xbox had no issue jacking up the price in response to market conditions, so what happens now that those market conditions have shifted? Just a question. Now let's talk Nintendo, because of course they couldn't resist joining the price hike party. On April 18th, they quietly announced adjustments to the pricing of Switch 2 accessories, citing, you guessed it, market conditions. Their original price announcements came on April 2nd. 2 weeks later, everything got more expensive. More expensive Joy-Cons, more expensive wrist straps, a carrying case for $85. Like, are we serious? Do you want a new game or do you want to carry the Switch around? And then they say, other adjustments to Nintendo products may happen in the future based on market conditions. But here's my problem with that. They're only talking about potential increases, not decreases. There's no language that suggests, hey, if things get better, prices will go down. It's just, they might change. Wink, wink. And once again, if these accessories are being priced higher because of tariffs, and those tariffs are now no longer an issue, why aren't we going back to the original prices? These accessories haven't even hit shelves yet. They're not manufactured and locked in. Nintendo could adjust the price back right now, and it would be totally within their own logic. But we know they won't. So here's where I raise my eyebrow. Was it really about tariffs? Was it really about world economic conditions? Or was that just a convenient excuse to raise prices, ride the wave of inflation, and squeeze out more profit? Because they know people are hyped for the Switch 2 and are going to pay anyway. And to be clear, I'm not anti-business. I understand companies exist to make money. That's how the world works. But there's a fine line between making money and being greedy. And what we're seeing here feels a lot like crossing that line. And it's not just Nintendo or Xbox. This is becoming standard practice in the industry. We've seen the shift to $70 games, deluxe editions that cost $100 plus, and now even the accessories are getting premium pricing before they're even on shelves. So let me ask the obvious question again. If you can raise prices due to external conditions, shouldn't you also be able to lower them when those same conditions improve? That seems like common sense. But somehow, it never works that way, does it? Now, before the comment section devolves into a political war zone, because I know it's coming, let me just say this. I'm not making this political. You want to argue about tariffs and trade wars and policy in the comments? Go for it. Knock yourself out. But from my point of view, I'm just looking at what the companies told us. I'm holding them to their own words, and I'm using their own logic to ask questions they probably don't want us asking. And if that bothers you, cool, we can disagree. But let's at least have a real conversation about it. Because the second we just accept these excuses without questioning them, is the moment we give up any leverage we have as consumers. So yeah, just some food for thought. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Am I overthinking this? Am I right to be skeptical? Do you believe the price hikes were justified? And most importantly, do you think they'll ever actually reverse them? Spoiler, I don't. But hey, I'd love to be proven wrong. And while you're down there, make sure to like the video, hit that subscribe button if you're new, ring the bell so you don't miss future uploads. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.